Hey folks, this is Reverend Rocker Jeffries. I basically want to show you my workbench here. So this is what it looks like when it's all organized. It's a Testors paint carousel. On the bottom portion of the carousel, I will select all the paints that are needed to paint the model. Put that on the bottom. On the top portion, I have my acryl semi-gloss coat, Testors acryl flat coat, alcohol, Microsol, Microset, and Future Floor Shine. And I put those in empty little Testors bottles and label them so they fit in there really nicely and they don't take up much space. As you see, I've got my brushes inside that little hole in the very middle, and I also keep my scissors for decal cutting. And I paint with acrylic paints, and so I like to use these Testors brushes for the first coat of paint. It doesn't cut through the paint, puts it on thick but not too thick, and basically streak free. They don't work as well for laying the second coat, so I'll use a firmer brush. I get these brushes at Hobby Lobby, and I got various sizes and angles. They're thinner and they're firmer, and they cut through and put a nice second coat and spread out easy. I prefer acrylic paint. You got to work with it a little quicker, but it's wetter and smoother and it dries quicker, and I've just developed a technique for painting it, so I prefer that much more than I do enamel, unlike many. There's my old toxic Tester cement I keep there. It's great. It crazes the plastic. There's my Tester sandpaper, and I'll cut them up in little pieces, and I got various grades. Keep it there. There's my Testors clear window glue, and then the liquid cement, which I put in an empty master model bottle and trim the brush down, and so it fits real nice there. My Testors liquid cement. Over here, I keep in the very front there my crazy glue, the stuff that dries really quick. And in these empty little Testors bottles, I've got toothpicks for glue application. I've got these little cotton things that are kind of firm. I forgot what you call them. Get those at Hobby Lobby. It's great for cleaning up clear windows. When you paint panel lines, you can scrape the paint off. Assuming you're using acrylic, you won't do that with enamel. Here's my cotton swabs, Q-tips. I'll put alcohol on that, clean up my lines when I'm painting panel lines and what have you. It rubs off the excess paint or what have you. Here's my little micro brushes, which is really great for painting camouflage lines. Get all that stuff at Hobby Lobby. Keep my my match lighter there, and that's for melting sprue and making spare parts. In this big old Testors thinner bottle, I've got some metal files that I use if it's a really poor fit and I got to really grind the plastic down. I got a flat one and a round one. Then I've got these sanding sticks that I get at Hobby Lobby. They're really good. There are 2 grades of sandpaper on each side, and because it's thin and firm, when you sand, it just sands what you need to sand without tearing out the rest of the plastic. So it works really great. As you see, I keep my tape, my masking tape there. Fits real nicely on one of the bottles. So this is a real simple setup, but I got everything there that I need for the most part, about 95% of the stuff I use. Then I have this one container over here that I keep. I've got my Tamiya weathering stuff and my plastic model, my part cutter, little clamp, works really good. Got that at Hobby Lobby. Perfect plastic putty, which is water based. Best stuff, easy to clean up. You don't have to sand a bunch of stuff off. You can wet it and get it off. And I got my bunch of little clamps in here, right, for holding pieces. Got this little reverse tweezers, right. I use that mainly to hold parts and spray paint, and when I spray paint, I don't do that much, but I certainly spray paint, things like silver and yellow, and anytime I'm doing a car, I'll spray paint the shell. Here's my Testors little manual drill thing, which is great for drilling holes, and there are my various little drill bits. So really cool. All my stuff's organized in there, and it works great. And I keep tweezers in this little thing here too, so for holding parts and what have you. But guys, look at those little empty tester bottles. Fits in there perfect. So that's my setup right there, folks. And it's compact, it's clean, and it's neat. It's everything I need. Thanks.